Good evening. Today is Friday, March 3rd. This is the Oshkosh Regional of the 2023 Division III Men's Basketball Championship. We have Hope College here who defeated Bethany Lutheran in the first round game. Coach Mitchell, I will have you open with an opening statement.
Yeah, thanks. Certainly real thrilled with the win. I was just real proud of our guys for our first half effort. We were dialed in defensively. We had so much respect for who they are as a team, their guard play, their ability to shoot the basketball, their tempo. So our goal was to do our best and guard as hard as we could, just to kind of disallow their level of comfort. And I thought we did just a tremendous job in the first half. We knew the second half's going to roll and they're going to play downhill and be really aggressive and free. And I thought it got a little bit interesting, but at the same time, I think our guys on the floor were nice and composed and made the plays we had to make. And these two guys that are flanking me were outstanding. So thrilled to advance. Really proud of our team. I think we're playing our best basketball of the year, and excited to be in the round 32.
Clayton and Evan, I'll have you guys start with kind of your thoughts on the game, first round game. Looking at Bethany, how did you guys come in?
I'll go ahead. Obviously, last year we were in the same position and lost by 2 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. So I think that was a big emphasis for us to come back and finish the job and start off strong with this first game and kind of finish the game. And so we had a big defensive emphasis all throughout practice this whole week. Obviously, a very high-powered offense they had. And I think the first half we just came out and executed our game plan perfectly. So that was really fun. We were getting buckets, getting a lot of stops and turnovers. So the second half, they were bound to come back, but I thought we did a good job of holding them off.
I echo everything Ev said. They're a really, really great offensive team, and to come out with that kind of defensive effort, all 5 guys seem to kind of be moving together, talking and communicating to each other, and it was huge in terms of just fending off that late run we knew they were going to make because they have some really great shooters and they move the ball extremely well. So, really, really excited to be in this position on the other side of it as opposed to last year.
You guys came out with your hair on fire and just really took over the game. How much of that did that help relax you, especially given last year's results, and go, okay, we got this?
I think that was huge. I mean, and this year has been a roller coaster with our offensive shooting struggles. Some games were hot, some games were ice cold. So kind of just coming out and hitting those first few shots, just kind of everybody kind of got that calm sense and was a lot more confident. I think that stayed throughout the whole game.
I would say it started on the defensive side of the ball, just really being into them, understanding what they wanted to do. We had guys who really dialed in and shoot around in practices. So just, once you kind of see the actions up close in person and then you guard them and you see that, like we are able to stay in front of them and kind of contain their actions. So that was huge.
Coach, 49 of your 79 points were scored by 3 seniors. What does that mean to have that kind of leadership, whether it's these 2 gentlemen here, TJ McKenzie? You want to speak to the seniors on this squad?
It means I won't be nearly as good a coach once they graduate, is what that means. Leadership matters, and these guys are great leaders, and I think E.T. hit it on the head when you talk about last year. I think the biggest benefit to a team is to have experience, and it was a really bitter loss last year, which, Evan brought some film to our film session this week of last year, and he reminded us, and I thought we came with that maturity, that experience, and then the resolve to just make sure that doesn't happen. You can only control what you can control. So I think the energy and effort in that first half with our defensive engagement was the key, and then that does kind of lead to conviction and confidence, which I thought we played that way. So, yeah, our seniors were amazing. There's nothing like experience, and hopefully we just keep riding the wave of our leadership.
Clayton, that was the quietest 26 points I have seen on the floor. You just, you were there at the right time. How did it feel to have that kind of a command of the offensive end of the court?
It's easy to play with great players. Sitting next to a really, really, really good one. And then other guys, stepping up. Gabe Quillen, Tanner Wiggering, guys who were really solid. Who were able to find really great passes out of the post, really patient, really poised. And so, when you're leading guys, you're only as good as the guys like when they follow you. You're only as good as the guys that follow you, and I feel like they have my respect and I have theirs, and it's a cohesive effort.
Evan, you're 12 points away from making it into the top 15 all-time Hope scorers. You feeling fairly confident you'll get there next game?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't know that. That's interesting you say that. I had no clue about that. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, it's pretty cool. Looking back on it, once I'm done hooping, it'll be a cool achievement. But I just want to win.
All right, I have a few questions as well from Hope College and the Holland Sentinel. So the defense was so big in the first half, and the active hands were really noticeable. How huge was it to bring that kind of effort early in the tournament game?
Well, we always talk about the hammer and the nail. You have a choice. You want to be the aggressor, you want to be, the kind of the receiving end. And so we wanted to bring the fight to them. And I think defensively, when you do that, as long as there's a shot clock, you have the chance to make the possessions a little bit harder for the offensive team. And so I think that aggressiveness was key. Clay made a comment about getting kind of pokes and steals, and we were just able to disrupt their rhythm, and that was really, really important because they found the rhythm in the second half. So I would agree the first half was key. And as Ev said, we saw the ball go through, so we were able to put some points on the board and yeah, kind of stave them off in the second half. But our first half engagement was just an exceptional 20 minutes.
A couple more questions. If I can get my internet to cooperate. All right. How did you feel about the second half and how that went with Bethany not going away and then you holding them off?
I mean, they're in the tournament for a reason. It's a championship team, so we knew they were going to come back. Those guys are elite scorers, and when you're down, they got guys that don't want their season to end just like we do. So we knew they were going to come back. And how did I feel? I hated it. It felt like a month, that last 20 minutes. But at the same time, trust these guys, and I know they don't want to take that jersey off for the last time. So I'm putting my stock in these guys to finish games.
One more. How special is it to get a win in the tournament after the crazy end of the season you had, an amazing end to the regular season, and then keep that momentum going?
I'll let you guys answer that.
No, I can start. It means a lot. It's really cool to kind of see this season, combination of good, bad, struggle, injuries, guys out, guys stepping up, to end it the right way in terms of winning our conference tournament, and then to win and advance to the round of 32. It's something that Coach Mitch kind of touched on. So I feel like we're playing our best basketball right now as a group, and it's something that's just like, it is really special. It's something that as a little kid you kind of dream of, just being in this tournament and being able to compete with guys that you kind of gone through so much with. So yeah, no, it's something we're not taking for granted at all.
Yeah, it feels great. I'm really excited. I think as a whole team, we're really excited. But we know the job's not finished. We have some more work to do. So we're ready to get back to the hotel. We have a Popeyes right by there, ready to get some great chicken, some great eats, and rest up and come back tomorrow.
Way to go. Awesome.
Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thanks, gentlemen. Well done.